Get ready as we do all the rides on this working 9-to-5 trip through America's leading entertainment park and discover for ourselves what it is that makes Dollywood so highly rated as one of America's most loved theme parks. Sorry, there may be a few Dolly Parton references throughout the video.
Have you looked out of your window lately? That moon's taking up half of that sky. Whoa, whoa, I'm a little bit restless. Can't get you off of my mind.
So the park was actually here from 1970 when it was called Rebel Railroad. In 1976 they renamed it Silver City in the Gold Rush era. And it wasn't until around that time that Dolly Parton actually expressed interest and took it over, and it's just been growing ever since. First up, we did the Big Bear Mountain, which won Best Family Coaster in 2023. Ned Oakley is inviting adventurers to search for the elusive Big Bear aboard his off-road vehicle. This ride is wild, and it takes you swings you left and right and down into caves and through waterfalls, and geysers explode until eventually you meet the bear that roars at his displeasure, and then you head off again at high speed. It is a super fun ride, and you can see why it won Best Family Coaster in 2023. We actually have good friends who live in Knoxville and joined us for the day, so I asked Susan what it was that made the park so special.
I love spending time here. You can come and just do all the things, but also it's a beautiful place to come ride one ride, eat some cinnamon bread. It's so beautiful. Everything is well done.
Yeah.
And there's something for everyone. For the littles, for the roller coaster enthusiasts. We love it here.
So we got Charlie, who's 2, who's just over there playing in the water.
Yes.
And we're going to try it and show him the toddler rides. But as far as the extreme ones go,
yeah.
Favorite extreme ride?
Okay, so Lightning rod is killer. Like, it's so good. It's fast. The G-force, the hang time, it's hard to explain and awesome.
Yeah.
We really enjoy the Big Bear ride, which is here in Wildwood. If you love roller coasters, this place will do it for you.
Okay, yeah. I heard it won like the #1 theme park in the country or something like that.
Yeah,
so,
it scores off the charts on everything. It's well appointed. There's something magical and beautiful everywhere. It changes all the time. So they do spring, summer, fall, and Christmas.
Yeah.
And everything changes. It's so beautiful. The food, the design, the flowers. There's just little nuggets of magic everywhere.
Yeah, we have to come back at Christmas. I think Christmas is going to be amazing.
Yes, yes.
Simple as my mama said when I was very young. She told me not to worry, son, one day you'll be someone. But here I am.
We headed onto the Lightning Bolt, which 20 seconds of airtime, 165-foot drop, and 1.5 negative Gs, which means that it's constantly pulling you down as you ride at high speed around the track. Just next door is Rockin' Roadway, which is where kids can drive their own 1950s car. We really enjoyed celebrating the 1950s area that Dolly had grown up in. Moved on to Rivertown Junction with 2 incredible attractions and the Smoky Mountain River Rampage, where you can pay to spray your partner or your friend as they go around on their whitewater experience. If you head up the hill and cross the railroad track, you'll come to the Village Land, which is where the train station for the Dollywood Express starts, which is actually built in 1938 and actually operated as a working steam train in Alaska during World War II. The park actually started as a 5-mile ride through the Smokies, where the riders would become immersed in scenes in the Civil War. In the same area, you'll find the country fair, including a Skyrider, Lucky Duck, Buzzy Bees, Demolition Derby, Piggy Parades, Waltzing Swinger, Scrambler, Shooting Stars, and so much more. It is an amazingly fun place and definitely a must-do if you've got little ones. Just across from the country fair, we headed into Owens Farm, which was based on Dolly's mum's home and reminiscent of the type of experience Dolly had growing up. Attractions include the Mountains Slide Winder, the Barnstormer, Granny's Garden, Little Pilot's Play Area, and the Pig Pen. Next, we headed down to Craftsman Valley, where there are dozens of local craftsmen, where kids and adults get to learn firsthand what a master craftsman looks like, with glass blowing, wood carving. Dollywood even has a working church that has a service at 10:30 every Sunday. Here you'll also find the Eagle Mountain, which is the largest bald-headed eagle rehabilitation sanctuary in the country. You'll also find the Blazing Fury, an out-of-control fire which is just minutes away from engulfing the 1880s town, and a cast of characters ranging from firefighters to gunslingers and damsels in distress hurry to escape the blaze. Craftsman Valley also hosts Daredevil Falls, which is a venture into an abandoned logging camp for a one-of-a-kind boat expedition. Just when you catch your breath, the boat careens over a waterfall of 60 feet and drops you at 50 miles an hour into a thundering water splash. And finally in the Craftsman Valley is the Tennessee Tornado, which is a triple spiral looping coaster which makes you feel like you've landed inside a funnel cloud as you zoom past a 125-foot drop through an actual mountain of speeds of nearing 70 miles an hour. It's enough to make your local weather forecaster issue a Tennessee tornado warning. It is wild and definitely a stomach turner. After finishing up in the Craftsman Valley, we headed up to the Wilderness Pass, which is located at the park's far north end. The Wilderness Pass is an adventure-themed area that taps into the Great Smoky Mountains' history of exploration. We headed straight over to the Wild Eagle to fly like an eagle. It's perched 21 stories above Dollywood and takes riders on a unique experience. It does 4 inversions and does extreme banking, reaching speeds of 61 miles per hour, exerting 4 Gs of force on you and lasting about 2.5 minutes long. It makes you feel like you're actually soaring high above the Smoky Mountains. Also in the Wilderness Pass is the Fire Chaser Express. We love this area as the kids got to play with the fire engines and the play area, and the roller coaster is actually more wild than you think as it goes backwards at fairly high speed. We headed back up to Wildwood Grove. It's a 6-acre area and was the largest expansion in the park's history, increasing its overall size by 20% and adding 11 new attractions, which include a splash pad, 50-foot wildwood tree that has 650 lighted butterflies that come to life every evening. We started off by riding on the back of the Black Bear Trail, then heading off to the Mockingbird, before jumping on top of the frogs and the fireflies. Dolly says she remembers being a little girl growing up in the hills of the Smoky Mountains. She said she'd often let my imagination just run away with me, dreaming these big dreams about what it would be like to venture off with a family of bears in the woods, hitch a ride on the back of a butterfly or a dragonfly. She said all of the kids would splash and play in the creeks and ponds around the home and have these daydreams about the world around us. That was so special, and what Wildwood Grove represents, which is a play area for the kids to play and explore. The only problem is it is quite hard to get them out once you get them in.
How I've been trying to find someone new. It should be something I can do. Baby, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in the state that I'm in. You wouldn't be all that I want. Baby, I could let go. If I didn't love you, I'd be good right now. I'd be better.
We found a little grass snake on the way through and picked it up and just enjoyed it to show Charlie. I wouldn't recommend this for everyone, but we were in the hands of locals and they knew what they were doing. Our final land that we headed into was Timeber Canyon, where we took on the Mystery Mine, which is a mine cart that drops you 85 feet. It really does make you feel like you're out of control inside a mine. 2 complete inversions, extreme banking and a maximum speed of 60 miles an hour, and is one of the most bizarre rides you'll ever encounter, going from complete darkness with a fire breaking out to sharp turns, and really does make you feel like you're lost inside a mine and out of control.
If I didn't love you, 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 I'd be good by now. I'd be better than barely getting by somehow. Yeah, it would be easy not to miss you. Wonder about who's with you. Trying to want you up whenever
cute little roller coaster for the kids where you can race around on Willie's whistle. And the main roller coaster is Thunderhead. It's an old sawmill that once moved lumber over the mountains. Now the operation known as the Thunderhead is the wildest ride in the woods. Massive wooden coaster stands tall among the mighty trees and takes advantage of the area's rough and tumble terrain. That has a 100-foot drop, 22 accelerating quick turns, extreme banking and maximum speeds of around 55 miles an hour. The ride opened in 2004 and won Best Coaster Award in 2005, 2006 and is ranked in the top 5 every year since. Finishing up with the wild roller coasters, we headed down to Show Street. We saw the guys playing the drums, who were phenomenal. There are so many theatres and shows, which we'll come back and do another video at a later time.
I lie awake inside a dream and I run.
I can't recommend Dollywood enough. It is amazing. I would recommend taking 2 days. If you are coming, we had an absolute blast. It's fantastic for the kids, loads to do, loads of exhilarating rides, pushed us to the extreme. We're about to do the fireworks show and then we're heading out. You have to do it. It's Tennessee. It's amazing.
Really enjoyed the drone show and the dance party and finished the night with the fireworks show. Some of us were so exhausted, but we went away feeling so inspired. Dollywood really had touched our hearts, and it really is a love message from Dolly Parton to every single person that enters. It's an exploration of the Tennessee area that she had growing up and her wild imagination. Dolly struggled with incredible pain with endometriosis, which meant that she wasn't able to have kids, but rather than getting bitter, looked at it as an opportunity to be able to be a mother to many. We found it so much more than a theme park, but rather something that breathed life into us, and would recommend anyone who's thinking about it to spend a couple of days up in Pigeon Forge. I've put our itinerary in the description, so if you are heading to Dollywood, hopefully it's helpful for you. I've also put some links to Dolly's autobiography and some other stuff. It is an affiliate link, and we do get a small kickback. If you could like or subscribe to the channel, or even share it, you'd be doing us a huge favour. We will be trying to upload a video every week, and we really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Hope you have an amazing week.
Nobody warns us about what's coming for us, that you